Welcome to Penny Flow, where we talk about money, wealth, investing, and management. And in today's video we will be talking about how to invest $100. Please make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video. 10 ways to invest $100. Number 1. Buying and selling. There are several ways to make money, one of which is by buying and selling website domain names. You may not be able to get too many domain names for $100, but the opportunity for profit can be massive. You will be able to purchase a $100 web domain and ultimately sell it for a massive profit. These are not conventional ways to invest your capital, but the return on investment is much higher than most standard investments, and the ability to make them grow several times is a serious advantage when you start investing with very little capital. On eBay and Amazon.com, thousands of people are selling products and gaining a good side income and often a full-time income. There is a lot of competition now than some years back, but you can still make money selling underpriced and unique products. At yard sales, thrift shops, and flea markets, you can buy items at a lower price, then sell them for a profit on the websites. And certainly, at less than $100, you can start buying inventory. It's one of the easiest ways to easily turn a small amount of money into a larger amount, although it takes some work on your part. Number 2. Start with high-interest savings accounts. A savings account can be a great way to keep a smaller fund safe and stable, but available, even though you have some money saved away. Today's savings accounts won't earn you as much as they would have 10 or 20 years ago. However, on high-yield savings accounts, some online banks are offering as much as 1.80% right now, and the interest rate rises all the time. Beginning to save your money in a high-yield savings account is the simplest and most versatile way to launch your investment journey. While your returns would be more limited than they will be on the stock market, it would also be a better investment because you can withdraw your funds without penalty at any time. If you don't already have a sufficient emergency savings account set up, ideally expenses for 6 months, this is a must. Number 3. Start a website. A well-maintained website will help you gain a competitive edge in your industry and boost the reputation of your company. There are many advantages to building your website, including helping you get more leads and opportunities, boosting sales, enhancing your professional brand, and enhancing your customer service. Making a website to yield money isn't a myth. It can be achieved by anyone. Actually, with a bit of luck and some hard work, turning a part-time hobby blog or website into an income-generating asset is fairly popular. At least, for a domain and hosting, you should be able to make enough to cover your basic costs. $100 can easily be charged for the registration of the domain name of a website and a year of web hosting. Your monthly readership is almost guaranteed to increase over time as long as you keep adding new high-quality content. Eventually, through hosting advertisements, you will be able to monetize this. Number 4. Pay off debt. One of the easiest ways to pay off a credit card debt is to do this if you have a credit card that you claim charges 20% interest. Paying $100 down would earn you an annual return of $20. That's the equivalent of a conventional investment return of 20%, which is practically difficult to get regularly. Paying off debt is a risk-free investment. There's almost no way for the transaction to lose money. This may not sound like much of an investment, but with $100, it might be the single best investment you can make. There are 2 ways you can get your money back. Investing it and receiving interest, dividends, or capital gains is the first, but the second is to reduce interest payments by paying off debt. Number 5. Micro savings or micro investment apps. These are apps that encourage you not only to save, but also to accumulate the cash you need to do so. Acorns are probably the most common example of a micro savings or micro investment app. You can connect your checking account and Acorns uses a method called roundups anytime you make a transaction to help you save money to spend. For example, let's say you buy things for $8.25 at a grocery store. The Acorns app will round up the purchase to as much as $8.25 will go to the merchant for payment, and $0.75 will be kept for investment. When you collect $5 in roundups, the money is transferred to the savings account of Acorns. The robo-advisor of Acorns handles it. It designs a stock and bond portfolio for you, then maintains it by reinvesting dividends and rebalancing the portfolio to maintain target asset allocations. It's one of the easiest ways to start investing for someone with no capital, and even if you already have $100, you can invest that money in one of the other options on this list, and you can accumulate even more money using Acorns. Number 6. Invest in ETFs. Mutual funds, with just $100, are typically not an option. Often they need much bigger initial investments. In one fund, they combine several securities. They also don't charge annual fees for repairs. But when you purchase or sell them, you pay a trading fee. We suggest sticking with ETFs that track index funds, such as the S&P 500. Stash is a great place to start. With any amount you want, you can start investing in ETFs. Stash makes it possible to buy fractions of ETFs, so you can spend $5 or less in this way. They pool ETFs by group, making it easier for you to determine where to invest your assets. Exchange-traded funds allow relatively low investment amounts to create a diversified portfolio. Moreover, during the day, ETFs trade, offering sufficient liquidity, and many have relatively low-cost structures. Number 7. Peer-to-peer, P2P, lending. P2P credit facilities are where customers come to borrow cash for personal loans. These are unsecured loans that can be used and can be as high as $40,000 for just about any reason. Based on the credit scores of the borrowers, interest rates on those loans differ, but there are also markets where investors come to invest in those loans. A note can be bought for $25, which means you can spread $100 investment through 4 separate loans. Lending Club is the largest P2P investment site, and it will allow you to invest as low as $25. You don't necessarily invest in full loans, but rather in small slices of loans referred to as notes. They also advertise returns ranging from 4% to 7%. Due to loan defaults, there is some chance of loss of your investment principal, but the indicated rates represent such default rates and are still much higher than what you would get on bank investments. It's one of the easiest ways to make $100 investment. Number 8. Join in your employer-sponsored retirement plan. This would be the best way to start saving with almost no cash if your company provides a supported retirement plan. You can start by saving just $100 per month. And since your contributions are excluded from the payroll, you cannot note the money missing from your paycheck. Contributions to an eligible retirement account are often tax deductible, that being the case, in the form of a reduced income tax bill, at least some of the $100 you're contributing to the package will be returned to you. One of several programs is provided by various employers. Among companies and other for-profit employers, 401k plans are common. Usually, 403(b) programs are for voluntary organizations and some employers of the government. Federal government workers have access to the Thrift Savings Plan, TSP. If you don't engage in one of these schemes, you're losing out on one of the safest and easiest opportunities to start spending $100. Number 9. Earn with a CD. You will earn the full investment plus the agreed-upon interest, as long as you leave the funds alone until the end of the CD period. CDs come in different varieties that are unique. For example, there are CDs from as little as 3 months to as much as 5 or 6 years. The longer the term, the greater the interest rate that will be offered to you. Plus, many of them have low minimum deposit requirements, meaning that even though you only have $100 to set aside, you can get started. You can find prices for CDs as high as 2.10% right now. This is double the rate for high-interest savings accounts provided by many banks, which means you will earn a bit more for your money, as long as you know for sure that you don't need to withdraw your funds early, usually requiring a painful early withdrawal penalty. A safe and quick way to invest is to put cash into a CD. Number 10. Robo-advisors might be the answer. There is an increasing number of robo-advisors on the market, most of which provide you with automated investment options for an affordable price tag. Robo-advisors can help you rebalance your portfolio over time, reinvest your dividends, and even assist you with tax loss harvesting. If you invested your funds directly with a company like Vanguard, the fees are a little higher than you can find, but the additional cost might be well worth it to you for the ease of a hands-off approach. For beginners or hands-off investors who want their cash without constant supervision, this makes them a great choice. Companies such as Betterment and Wealthfront provide easy-to-use tools that make investing as easy as using a bank account. By investing your funds in ETFs, exchange-traded funds, simply add the money you want to invest, as much or as little as you can afford each month, to your account and see Betterment work its magic.